fuck, boy. You like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What is up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of TACT Lab. I'm Tyler, and I'm surrounded by three friends, like always. And this is a show where we pretty much talk about anything we want, within reason, right?
No.
Yeah, I guess it can be offensive at sometimes. So I guess we started at the very beginning. If you're offended, then proceed cautiously, right?
Yeah.
I know on like first or second episode I went hard in on the if you're offended, step off.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm surrounded by three friends. I got Chris to my right. Chris, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Celebrating life on Venus, man.
Okay.
What?
He's into the music.
Oh, okay.
No, Venus. There's life.
They found it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Russian probes went in the 70s, so they seeded life on Venus.
Fuck up.
That's my theory.
Okay, I got Thomas right across from me. Thomas, how are you?
Good until I Googled cuties trying to see when the tangerines were getting released. I was unpleasantly surprised.
Thomas, you didn't enjoy the art?
No, I don't like 11-year-old girls twerking.
Noted.
All right, so if anyone
That
is
is
curious,
a no.
search.
That's a hard no.
Yeah.
So
Or a soft no. I don't know.
we were recommended to.
No hard anything.
No.
That's
Yes.
a very excessive
A
no.
lot of looking away, a lot of screaming at the
A
screen.
lot of, oh my God.
Yep. If anyone's interested, just search what Cutie's Last Dance Scene.
Yes, on YouTube.
I'm sure they
On
have
YouTube.
Netflix. They probably
Yeah.
already seen it.
Hopefully not.
Or canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I downloaded the 4K version just in case.
I bet you did. You fucking.
I'm just kidding. No, I did not.
You upped your sub.
It was the 8K version.
You spent $20 for 1 month of 4K Netflix.
Just to get it.
Wow, that's not worth it.
Pop it. Yeah, pop it.
I'm sure they got 2 4K subs out of it and are presidential candidates.
I'm sure they got more than 2.
All right. So to my left, how are you, Alex?
I was doing pretty good until I tried making a reservation at Windows on the World. I called and no one answered.
Bastards. Fucking assholes.
That's the opposite of white privilege.
Us plebes will never get in.
I know. I don't know.
It's the peasant life.
I
that
called in
will-
peak hours and no one answered.
Was it just a dial tone or
They didn't have nothing.
no?
I'm sorry to tell you, but they closed up shop and
9/11/2001.
yeah,
What do you mean?
it's occupied by birds. It's a bird sanctuary.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, they all melted. I got you. Okay.
The windows all broke. Yeah.
So no Windows on the World.
No windows, no
All right.
windows, no more.
Windows no more.
They
How you doing?
closed up shop.
How you doing, Tyler?
I'm okay. Yep, I'm all right. Nothing to complain about this week, other than just proceed cautiously with this. I wish we should mention that every time about how we could come across as offensive, and
Yeah.
we don't mean to be, but it's our way of living and a way of life, and I think.
I will say this podcast is way less offensive than that Netflix movie Cuties. So.
Yeah, and
Two times we mentioned it. Let's see if we can do it a third time.
I bet Alex Jones.
I'm stopping there.
Alex Jones never warns his listeners about being offensive.
they already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like a bowling ball. Like you just throw that thing and
Is he shaped like one?
You know,
Yes.
you go to Alex Jones, though, you're like, this is going to be Alex Jones.
You know what you
Yeah.
get.
You know, you hear about us, and you're like, dude, these are those retarded guys I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're up to.
they're maybe all
They're
of them
appalled.
are borderline on the spectrum. Yeah,
Look at these
I
guys.
cannot believe. Yeah, all the fat bitches that have 6 kids in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
I
guys,
hope you're listening.
they think they can do a podcast. They're not even famous.
Well,
They're not famous. They don't got big trucks.
ooh, shiny trucks,
got
looking
the
down and up.
I had a thought that the Carolina squat that trucks do, that's just the redneck version of lifting your nose up at people.
China
Well,
Grove 4x4 Mafia.
I think that's a product of too many head
Queers.
injuries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
or that.
I figured
And-
meth, but
No, definitely not queers. Queers have a lot more taste, a lot better taste.
I figured all it takes is cum.
Well, what if they're not boys?
Oh, I thought HIV took away your taste buds.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
COVID.
That's an interesting. I'm not sure if I get behind any of this, but
Well, I thought the Rona was like HIV, so it takes away your taste buds. So HIV also does that.
does it? It gives you black spots all over your
Both have
body.
V's in them.
You can live with it too.
Yeah, if you got money.
Like Magic Johnson.
It's the only virus that, like, you got money, you can survive.
It's sustainable now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cure. It cures money.
As long as you got
I like magic.
insurance.
He has magic in his name.
Yep.
But
Yep.
It was a man he fucked.
Yeah, he got raped by Eazy-E.
really,
Easy.
are you sure it wasn't like
Pretty
a
sure he just shared
dirty
needles.
needle or something?
Yeah, he fucked a dude.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
They both sucked each other off.
It's a
pretty
shame
good.
he was never in a porno.
Wow.
You want to see Magic Johnson hanged on?
No,
Great.
just
That's
his
a
name.
great
The
porn
Magic
name.
Johnson.
Yeah, just the Magic Johnson.
That is a good porn
Easy's
now.
it in.
That's a
it just
good.
slides right in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
So, to reiterate, last week was part 1 of 9/11. This week's our part 2.
So 9/12?
Australia Day.
This week's 9/12, as Chris said. So last week we talked about Windows on the world and their claim to fame and how they came crashing down. We talked about Building 7
Yeah.
and how it mysteriously came crashing down. And then, what else?
A few other facts. The hijackers, they were terrorists.
Did we talk about the Pentagon and how it was a hologram?
We mentioned
Briefly.
it.
Okay.
I think
The
that's,
whole building?
No.
The
no,
missile was a
the-
hologram.
The missile was a hologram for an airplane. They just flew an airplane over at the same time for the noise.
Well, it's kind of mind-boggling to think that there's a conspiracy that we actually have that kind of technology that can paint a hologram on a moving target going that fast.
Yeah. Well, I saw online that they have Halloween holograms you can put up in your window.
Yeah, they're fucking pretty cool too.
Yeah, they're
You
only
see
like
the
$50.
The Ghosts and Ghostbusters? The one that comes out the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, the green one?
Yeah.
Slimer?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about something I've done?
No, it's Slimer in the movie. That was back in the 80s, a hologram.
Yeah.
Okay, because I did that Heavy Metal Heroes. We did a Ghostbusters when it was.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we did pretty much that exact same thing. I know, I don't have supportive friends.
I think I've seen it, but I don't know. I don't remember.
I just wanted to make sure if we were going to subtly bust my balls. I just
watched
wanted
it.
to be aware.
I watched it. I even gave you a like.
What'd you think?
It was all right.
It was decent for what
Throwing
like
around the term
for
heavy metal loosely.
there's many. I'm not in charge of the music, but I will say there's many genres of heavy metal. Right?
Pretty sure it's hard rock metal. Hard rock heroes.
Hard Rock Heroes does not have the same ring as heavy metal.
I know.
Once again, I don't care. I'm just there to film.
Light metal.
White metal,
Light metal.
light metal.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's all good stuff. I like the music there. Everybody's good.
Yeah,
It's
that's not
perfect.
bad. I mean, it's
It's
good that
cover.
they're.
It's good covers.
Oh,
It's good that they're
it
talented
sounds
enough to do
supportive,
it.
but it doesn't feel supportive.
Great covers. I enjoyed a few of them.
This support hurts me.
Just like the supports in Building 7 didn't
It was
work
like
out.
it was like my mom giving me support, telling me I was going to do well in soccer. It just was like,
Good job,
I
honey.
had that my entire life, so I'm used to giving out. You know. I learned from my folks.
so. All right, so Thomas is going to lead us in because he didn't get to speak last week. We had so much to talk about that we actually put the kibosh on last week and said we were doing a part 2.
Yeah.
We'll cut him off since he starts.
Yeah.
Just play music.
And thanks for coming to TACT Lab.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so
Fair.
what do you got for us, facts and nonfiction and fiction-wise?
Well, you could say this is loosely a conspiracy, or it's just all fact, whichever way you want to go with it. But we talked about the celebrities in the Illuminati in the past. So, that's like Beyonce, Jay-Z, Britney Spears, all those people in the Illuminati because they're part of the elites.
Wakanda,
Yes, they're controlling the world.
Jay-Z.
So the Illuminati, I believe, was behind the events that happened in the year of 2001. So, like I was saying, the Illuminati has shown strong support for celebrities, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Britney Spears, And it's also known that all celebrities have to follow the strict guidelines before reaching A-list status. And this is a major rule if you want to be a part of the elite club. And kind of like the boys club, you got to be in, you got to do what we say, do what we do.
What
You gotta
kind of
grab them by the pussy type thing.
Yeah.
what
okay.
kind of tests are there to become a high-ranking A-list celebrity Illuminati member?
Oh, well, from what I figured out, you send them your name, a picture of yourself, your credit card information. That's the first step.
Oh, you know what? I feel like we should call the Illuminati and ask about.
I'm not going to disturb him. He's so busy.
Oh, on the Cayman Island?
Yeah,
collecting
he's,
checks.
he's real busy.
I would
I'm
just
sure.
want to know what he would have to say about 9/11. But
I'm pretty sure he's sitting on a nuke. He's a Pakistani arms dealer.
do you think he's
St.
sitting on like a
James.
dirty bomb?
He's like Lord of War.
I like your idea though, Thomas. So you think Britney Spears flew the plane into the building? And,
Oops, I did it again on the second one.
yeah, and because if you notice that after 2001, she really went downhill and was replaced.
She shaved her head and everything.
And she was
Yeah,
replaced.
true.
She's
And-
pretty much a sex robot right now.
And K
Like,
Fad was her handler.
Well, I don't know if Britney Spears had a full hand in it. I didn't get that far down the
Just
rabbit
knuckle
hole.
deep.
But she's part of the group, so she may have had her 2 cents put in, you know.
You think Jigga did it?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Don't say that.
He said something bad for a second.
Wait, Jigga who?
You can say Jigga. That's Jay-Z.
Jigga what?
He may be
I don't
in
know
on
if you
it.
can say that.
we've said worse.
It's a song lyric. I think it's like
It's a song, yeah.
We've said worse
Jigga
on
who?
this episode
Jigga what?
already.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Jigga
Well,
man.
I believe that
It's a
in
song.
September of 2001, there were a few celebrities that had a close call with death due to the planned attack of the Twin Towers. And I believe also that these people were meant to be on the airplanes or in the building that day and part of the casualty list because they chose to go against the wishes of the Illuminati. But we'll just start off with, y'all remember Michael Jackson?
No.
I do remember him.
And
Vaguely. Vaguely.
Mr. King of Pop,
He put out that
Children of the World. He'd probably love that Cuties movie. There's number 3.
He would be a
Fuck.
producer of that movie.
I don't think he was into the girls. He wouldn't have liked it.
True.
It was letting you. If it was
True.
If they were cuties, he'd be into them.
He was more
I don't know what Cuties would be for boys. I don't know.
they would actually bend over the asshole in his face and they'll eat oranges.
That happened. Well,
oranges.
Well, have you guys seen the School of Rock where the gay kid designs all of their uniforms?
yes.
I
that
think
the
that
movie
would
with
be
Jack
like
Black?
a cuties. Yeah, I think that would be the equivalent of a cutie boy.
Yeah, that was
so long since
yeah,
I've seen that.
yeah. The one kid in there that was a little flamboyant. He had him making all the costumes,
Oh, the cis boy, the trap.
and then they didn't even use his ideas. And he's like, "I hate you."
Yeah.
Anyways,
He's trapping so many guys right now.
well, Michael Jackson, he was actually supposed to have a meeting in the top of one of the towers that day.
Sounds like Windows of the World.
No, it was a meeting just to. Fuck, I didn't get that far. It was a meeting to be with, I guess, some higher ups or maybe a charity or organization that day. So, since he was supposed to be there that morning, he didn't make it because he overslept the night before.
Celebrities, man.
I believe that because he was probably just on some fentanyl.
Well, he said his reason that he overslept the night before is because he was up late with a phone conversation with his mother.
His voice was hoarse.
I don't get it.
I don't know if he'd
Was
be
that
forced.
the fentanyl thing?
Yeah. The horse drank. Never mind. This don't mind me.
Well, he was late because he said he was up. He was up very late on a phone call with his mom, and obviously she was totally unaware that he had a meeting the next day at the World Trade Centers. And if she had known that he did, they wouldn't have had a long conversation. She would have let him go to bed so he could go to work. But they ended up staying up late talking, and he just was like, "Fuck it, I'm a celebrity. I ain't waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning." I was, They said he was up till 3 a.m. talking to his mom on the phone. I don't know about what, but
It's weird because he died 8 years later.
wait, I'll get to that.
I think
That's
I think
part of the
you know,
Illuminati plan.
I think you know where my math's going.
You're unraveling it.
I'm not even reading it. I just started putting some math together. Okay.
Yeah, so since Michael Jackson didn't show up that day just by a fluke, and then all those other people died, the Illuminati did not like that very much. So yes, he didn't show up, he was like, "Oh my god, I didn't die. I was supposed to be there." So he did. Oh, that was terrible.
So that's
joke.
why he died.
I liked it. I like your
Survivor's Guild.
Michael.
Oh my god, I was supposed to be. So yeah, he wasn't there that day. Obviously, the plane still crashed. Everything still happened, but he was supposed to be there. Why he was supposed to die, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But there had to be something between him and the Illuminati that they wanted him there for a reason that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they kind of made up. But then 8 years later, like Tyler was saying, that's when Michael Jackson passed away. And that was no mere coincidence that the doctor overprescribed him a sleeping medicine or whatever. It gets some kind of medicine. I forget exactly what it was, but it gave him a heart attack. He died 8 years later. And the doctor was like, yeah, take this much dosage, and it was wrong. I don't think that was an accident.
Okay, I didn't hear any math in there.
They have different kind of doctors than us.
Well, yeah, he had his own personal, like, celebrity doctor, but you got to think, his doctor may have been taking orders from the Illuminati as well, because he's, like, a soul doctor.
He died 8 years
He's a
later.
soul doctor.
Yeah.
He,
Well, not a soul doctor, like S-O-U-L. And he's not,
Boots were
like,
made for walking.
he's not in SEAL or nothing, but he's, like, supposed to be focused for just celebrities, like, hey, take this medicine, take this much, and he made him overdose. Like, Michael didn't just go home and say, I'm just going to pop the whole fucking thing of pills. It was like, he said to take 4 of them, so here I go, and then had a heart attack.
Is that the same doctor that killed JFK?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
That's it, dude. Dr. Feelgood. He's a serial killer doctor in Hollywood.
So fentanyl has 8 letters.
Okay.
He died 8 years later. 8, 8, 16. 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. Tower 7.
There you go.
well, so I'm going to
And
say
16 was the age he stopped liking little boys.
so Michael died 8 years.
Fucking figured it out right now.
Michael died 8 years from 2001. What's
Right.
2000? What is 1 plus 8? 9? Okay. In May of 1992, he met 11-year-old Jordan Chandler. 9/11.
The Illuminati's trying to hack us.
Right there it is.
But in 2009, 2 and 9 is 11.
And the devil laughs.
God damn it. See? Y'all figured it out more than I did.
Pineapple out of a cock.
Can you just bend over and let me see your butthole?
So I don't know why Michael was supposed to die that day. Maybe it was his transgressions with Macaulay Culkin and some other kids.
He
but
finally was like 100% white.
No.
I half don't believe him. I half don't believe that he was supposed to be in the World Trade Center. I believe that
true.
I believe he was looking for
attention?
an attention,
clout.
and he fucking made it up.
Oh, he's
True.
peacocking about it like Trump.
He
I
was
think
he was
so.
in New York though that night at a hotel.
Yeah, but
So
was
He's like, I helped a little bit. I was there cleaning up.
so was apparently
this close to dying.
Hillary Clinton was apparently as well, and she wasn't, even though she said at a rally, "I was in New York during 9/11." No, she wasn't.
Is it a racist rally?
She was just
Democrat.
peacocking.
Yeah. Can a woman
Peacocking.
peacock?
Yeah, I think most peacocks are women, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I thought they were
males.
birds.
I'm just saying. I'm making a joke. Most women peacock.
There's a Katy Perry song that "Let Me See Your Peacock."
What's
Let me
that?
see your peacock.
Is
Cock,
this-
cock. Yeah.
Our penis is the peacock.
Thanks
I
for being
get
a
it.
Dick.
It's a
Gotcha.
funny. It's a funny.
I like
Gotcha.
the song. It was good when it came out.
Never heard it.
It's kind of like the number 69. It's a funny number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
420. Nice.
I don't believe him.
Well, either way, that does bring up a good point
It's
that
a
he
shame.
may have done it for just attention. Either way, he still died 8 years later.
9/11.
Well,
It's a shame he didn't die.
not that day. And we mentioned this briefly last week about good old Mark Wahlberg.
How you doing?
He's been troublesome.
I'll beat the shit out of the plane.
He was a troublesome young guy.
He doesn't
Yes.
like Asian people.
No,
Didn't know that.
He beat the shit out of an Asian guy.
Nice.
With a
yeah,
pipe.
in his
Yeah.
hometown.
Like twice, I think.
in Boston.
In his hometown, right?
He was just a rambunctious young man.
Get out of here, you yellow.
Just pulling his pants down,
Is it
showing us his
Jewish
whitey
guy? I don't know
tighties.
how to
Fucking
do
his dick
Boston.
rude.
You don't know how to do Boston?
I can't do Boston.
You can't do Boston that good, man. I'll get you
The
Boston.
hob.
Oh,
Yeah.
go to the
God.
Get your car keys in the harbor.
I come here every day hoping you're not going to answer the phone.
You work in the day?
This great country. The zombies.
Why are you talking like JFK?
Well, Mark Wahlberg, he was set to be on Flight 11 coming out of Boston that morning. And at the very last minute, he and his friends changed their minds and decided to fly to Toronto for a film festival. So, does that mean he was meant to be on the airplane as a martyr or a hero or some type of figurehead for all the passengers? Or was it just a bullshit chance that, fuck it, we're not going to go there. We'll just go to Toronto as well, Jimmy.
They're trying to kill him before he made Entourage, I think.
Oh,
So-
the Illuminati tried to kill him before Entourage? They didn't want Entourage to happen.
Anyway.
Could be. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
It could have been one of those like, we got our golden boy right here. Let's propel him up a little bit, because when celebrities die, they always end up getting a boost for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's running the Illuminati?
The elites,
But who's at the top? Who's the top big cock?
people above like Jeff Bezos and all those people that we don't even know about.
Talking about George Soros?
Rothschilds, right?
No, these are people that we don't know about.
Oh.
Santo.
Like
The
Jeff,
cartels.
like I'm thinking that Soros and Bezos and all those people,
Musk?
they're faces, but they're not the actual string pullers. They're just the faces. That
Like
get
the head
put
guy's
to it.
out in like some land somewhere just hunting quail.
Yeah. And then he gets a phone call and he's just like, execute order 66.
I've seen House of Cards.
Well, so he wouldn't be hunting quail. He would be hunting humans.
Yeah. Dressed as quails.
Dressed as quails.
Well, like that movie, The Human Hunt,
Yeah,
or
but it's
whatever.
the biggest quails east of the Mississippi.
But then when he catches them, they have a special basement where they live for the next year. They have it's like True Detective.
He sits on them.
He sits on them like a quail egg?
Shits on them.
Shits on them.
Or both. Anyway,
It sits or shits.
he sits on their dick and then tries to shit at the same time.
All right, so Mark Wahlberg, whenever he found out about these events that did not happen to him and his friend, he released a statement afterwards. And he said that if he had been on the flight, things would have happened very differently. So he is quoted saying, "There would have been a lot of blood in the first class cabin." And then me saying, okay, we're going to land somewhere safely. Don't worry. End
Blood
quote.
clot.
About it.
Should we get-
Don't worry about it.
There would have been a lot of blood in the first class cabin, man.
Blood clot.
I can't do a Boston. I can't do
Don't
Boston.
worry
we got
about
it.
it.
Yeah. He would have been like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Fucking
You
pussy
see-
ass fucking
You see these
turban wearing
fingers?
motherfuckers.
See these hands?
I'm pretty sure he would have
Oh,
called
yeah.
him.
He'd be like,
He would have called him.
see these guns?
He would call him sand in words.
Oh. Yeah, he would have. He
That's
would have
back
been.
in 2000 word. He would have been like, you sand
Yeah,
pussies.
camel jockey, I think is a good one.
We
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
would've-
would have been super offensive.
He would have been very derogatory.
Because he's wearing jockeys. And he figured he'd ride him on a camel.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So he's thinking he would have went up and punched all of their fucking lights out and then landed the plane safely. And everybody's just like, woo, thanks, Mark Wahlberg, woo.
The sad thing is, the way the culture is today, someone would have filmed it and he'd be canceled right now.
Yes. So because of this very bold statement for someone in first class, he did later have to apologize. And this was most likely after a message from the Illuminati telling him that they could kill him at any time if they really wanted to.
But he flies first class on Emirates.
Tone the fuck down.
So
he later helped his brother open a burger place called Wahlburgers.
Jesus Christ.
And there is no coincidence that the logo is
Don't.
eerily similar to a scrotum.
Why does it matter about scrotum?
If you Google the image for the logo of Wahlburgers, it's
What?
a fucking ball sack.
what does this have to do
Yeah,
with
what's
9/11?
Well,
Wait,
Is
I'm
it
getting
just-
there. So,
testicles.
is this
twins?
Mark Wahlberg showing us again that he has some big balls and he would fight terrorists, or is it some form of humiliation because he stepped out of line?
I'm thinking it's a tribute to the Twin Towers as the twin testes.
Because it made two craters in the ground.
Because even one of the towers was slightly larger than the other.
By like a
just a-
foot.
Oh,
This is a
and if you
tumor.
take the W is 3 lines straight up, so that's Twin Towers and Tower 7.
It does look like a little set of testicles.
It's a ball sack. You draw an equal sign next to it, you got a fucking dick.
Is it supposed to be a W that the tail goes like over the whole thing?
It's like a fucked up Walt Disney W, but it looks like a ball sack.
All right.
I am not wrong.
Well, so you're saying he's just putting the balls out there for everyone, just right in your face.
He's like, yeah, I got big ass fucking balls.
It's subtle. It's a subtle. It's
yeah. Is it showing his man card?
You ever ate at Wahlburgers?
I heard it sucked.
It's not that great.
You've eaten there? Where is one?
Myrtle Beach.
Well, I would imagine that there's not great.
Looks good to me. I don't know what his problem is.
The Sloppy Joes looked like ass.
Well, it's a Sloppy Joe. What do you
It's
want it to
supposed
be?
world famous.
Who eats a sloppy Joe,
Yeah,
Chris?
it's manwich. You savage.
I didn't have it. I
one-
just said it looked like ass.
I've eaten one sloppy Joe in my life.
No,
and it was-
Sloppy Joe is their
It's chili on a
that's,
bun.
that's their signature item.
It's a chili sandwich.
That's their signature item.
chili and
it's not
bread.
even
They
chili.
never once made a sloppy Joe on Wahlburgers.
Man.
I watched that show.
Chris, are you a sloppy Joe connoisseur?
I don't know.
I watched the first season and a half, and they never once made a fucking world famous sloppy Joe.
Yeah, but apparently in the
They
restaurant,
fucking
it's like,
lying.
look at this.
You get
And
a
I'm
cease
like,
and desist. I'm suing them.
it's like, why do you sell Sloppy Joe? This is a
Call
burger.
Mothburgers next.
And it wasn't even that great.
That's not even a premium thing. It's like the only thing premium that you could do to that is put premium ass expensive buns on it.
Don't the bread just disintegrate?
the bread, the burger, was it premium?
Did you eat it?
I had a burger.
Now, how do you know?
Oh, it just didn't
Because
look.
I seen it and I'm like, why is this a thing?
It's
People
but it's
love
a
sloppy Joe.
the fact that it's called sloppy Joe doesn't really scream to me that it's going to have the best appearance.
Well, it's better than sloppy Mark.
It's sloppy wall.
You got a sloppy mark?
You got a sloppy
And
Mark.
you gotta say it with the
Dude,
boss accent.
I got sloppy Mark in my mouth.
Sloppy
Put a
Linda
sloppy
doesn't
Mark.
also impress me. Like sloppy anything is just not good.
You got the Hispanics in the back making the sandwiches saying sloppy O's.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy
Yo,
Joe,
Would they say yo or ho?
sloppy
I
Joe.
think J's are Yo. It was, right?
Yeah, Jesus is
Jose.
Jesus.
That's it.
Jerbai.
But yeah, it's
Jose.
like Jose. It's H, yeah.
Okay, so it'd be sloppy hose.
One sloppy hoe. One sloppy hoe already.
Sloppy ho there for you.
But when they say job, you say yob.
Yob. Sloppy yob.
So like
Sloppy
it's
yo.
different words.
I don't know.
It'll probably be a hoe.
Fuck
Well,
it.
I
Because
would.
Joseph is a
If I went to Five Guys and they were selling me a sloppy Joe, I'd never eat. Like I said, I ate one sloppy Joe in my life, and it was my mom's,
Hey.
you ate your mom's sloppy.
and it was terrible.
Was it a manwich? Sloppy Joe out of a can, it's terrible.
Shut your mouth. Ate that all.
You like manwich?
No.
I don't like it.
Hey, Alex was
I've ate it, yes, but I don't
Alex
like
was
it.
traumatized by manwich.
What did you had manwich spaghetti?
Manwich.
Everything.
Manwich
Hamburger.
spaghetti?
Yeah.
Did you just say manwich spaghetti?
Yeah. You know, manwich is the same thing as the meatloaf. You know, you can buy the meatloaf topping is in a can.
Meatloaf topping
Right.
is also
It's
bogus.
manwich. It's the same thing as the manwich. You just add meat to it. It's manwich.
That's-
All right, so I'm
Whoever does
surprised.
that kind of meatloaf is
I'm
a
blown
savage.
away that Wahlburgers has a sloppy Joe.
Yes.
All right.
And they're showing their balls to everybody.
No.
So last week we talked about Seth Macfarlane. Obviously, the Family Guy.
Tom McFarlane's brother. Yeah.
He was supposed to be on Flight 11, just like Marky Mark, but you
Now, I
know,
will say he is the oddest celebrity I think I've seen in a celebrity lineup.
What do you
Seth
mean?
MacFarlane.
He's like a grown-up midget.
He just looks like he looks like a wax. He looks fake. He doesn't.
Like his hair's been plugged in.
Oh yeah,
he just.
he looks like a mask.
He kind of looks like he never grew up. He kind of looks like he has a.
He's like a kid from Recess grown up. He's like a cartoon
Yeah.
guy in real life.
He's odd. It's an odd put together facial set.
It's like he's wearing a face. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm not saying I'm not saying that Seth MacFarlane dodged a bullet, but we didn't dodge a bullet.
I don't know. He gave us Family Guy.
I do like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
There you go.
Had funny parts, yeah. They're pretty funny.
Hey, Chris, is that it?
There's
Killed.
some really
Yeah.
funny fart moments, fart jokes.
Why
in
would
that.
you buy that at a burger restaurant?
We gotta
It's,
get
it's,
off the
it's,
How
only,
do you- how
look,
do you
it's only
wrap
one
it?
piece of bread.
How do you
It's an
wrap it?
open face. They
I'm
won't even
gonna
give
get
you
away
two
from
pieces.
it. I'm gonna get away from it.
The whole episode's going to be about why does Wahlburgers have a sloppy Joe?
Yeah.
That should be the one episode. We just did that one episode. Just
Why does Wahlburgers have the food they
why
have?
do you have iced croissants at Burger King?
We can go down to Myrtle Beach and try it.
Take a day trip down there on yeah, and do it.
Yes.
I'll buy one of each and actually have a taste test and argue about it. Do a live,
This is bullshit.
live Twitch stream eating sloppy
Hey, that'd be
joes.
cool.
I'm gonna get instant heartburn and die.
Hey, we should do that for that Wake Forest place too.
How about we just open a can of chili and chug it?
I'm gonna put it in my
Like
asshole.
each one of
'cause
us
it's coming
takes a
right
can of
out.
Hormel's chili,
That's it.
pop it open, and just drink
We can
it.
get that $65.
I'll get one. Yeah,
As long as it's keto.
Is that $65 house?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we get that house, and then we make sloppy joes.
All right.
Dude, the ghost will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's
Well,
We give Tyler something vegan.
it's gonna be bad for me because if I eat the sloppy Joe, I'll be in the bathroom all by myself getting wigged out with ghosts in the bathroom.
So you just open a can, and just pour it straight in the
We'll
toilet.
just give you some hamburger meat.
I'm gonna have to have Thomas come and like just crack the door so I know he's there because I'm gonna be scared in the bathroom.
You can just have some fried hamburger meat on the side.
He's gonna hear me exploding sloppy
Unseasoned.
joes out of my butt because I just forced sloppy joe through my system,
Ugh.
accelerated.
Ugh. Well, back to 9/11. Gwyneth Paltrow had a run in that day.
Oh, she gooped the tower. GOOP.
This was before the goop.
Yeah, but
So
double
This gave her a reason to live. She
Twin-
started goop after
twin zeros.
He is a backwards 9.
okay,
If you look at goop from the sky, it's the Twin Towers, and Tower 7's the P. The G is the plane.
making
Where's
it
Building
circling
7?
around.
Oh my god,
Where's Building 7 fit into the goop?
It's the P.
it's the P. It's the PP. So, anyways, Gwyneth Paltrow, she used her powers for good that day.
What'd she do?
So, as we know, and we were talking about, this is the person that made the vagina candle, Goop. So she almost ran over Laura Lundstrom Clark that day with her Mercedes.
Who is that?
Just a person that was supposed to be at work that day at the Twin Towers.
Oh, you.
So Gwyneth Paltrow had to run in with a regular civilian.
That's what you should say because you made it sound like she almost ran over a celebrity.
Oh, okay. Gwyneth Paltrow almost ran over Laura Clark
So
with her Mercedes that
She
day.
did a hit and run and
You
saved
just
that
said the
one.
same
Almost.
thing.
No, Gwyneth Paltrow almost hit Laura Lundstrom.
Is
Yeah,
she
but
famous?
you say Laura Lundstrom like she's someone famous.
Like I should know who she is.
It was in the news
She
article.
just
I don't
ran
know.
over somebody.
Okay.
To nobody.
Gwyneth Paltrow almost hit a person named Laura that day. Laura was rollerblading across the Hudson River, and she happened to roll across the intersection, and close call.
Did you say she rollerbladed across the river?
The Hudson
Was it
River
ice?
Bridge.
Oh,
The bridge. It was like a trail or something. So since Laura saw Gwyneth, she was starstruck for a little bit. But this small delay made her late for her train. It made her late for work. And she was supposed to be on the 77th floor that day. But instead, she got to see the plane crash into the building from the street below.
Could she be lying
was
about
star-
meeting Gwyneth Paltrow?
She was starstruck twice.
She had a double hitter that day. She could be lying about that, but I think Gwyneth Paltrow was there, and they've had communication afterwards.
Oh,
So-
she's like,
Okay.
thank you. Thank
So-
you for saving my life that day.
Right, and she still contributes her life being saved to Gwyneth Paltrow almost hitting her with her car.
Because she's like, I buy all of your goop products, Gwyneth. And she's like,
I like
thanks.
that vagina candle.
Bye. I'm late for lunch.
So Thomas, you need to find some random celebrity on Twitter and be like, "You saved my life during 9/11."
Just roll with it.
Just find one that was probably in New York and be like, "You saved my life."
We should put a composited sketch, like a collage of all the people that died on the Mark Wahlberg plane and send it to Mark Wahlberg and be like, you could have saved
You
all
could have
these-
saved
Yeah,
these.
put each one as a piece of sloppy Joe. Each head.
I think it'd be more of like you could have saved them if you'd have been on that plane.
You could have fist fought these people with your ball burgers.
You can. Who's that crazy Christian actor? Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
You can tweet him and say you saved his life on 9/11.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that after the show.
Okay.
Seth
Why?
I don't know.
What did he do?
He believe you.
I'll tweet him.
probably
I'll tweet him
wouldn't
from our TACT Lab thing and see what happens.
There
Tell
you
him
go.
you heard his voice.
I heard you. You were
You
talking
spoke to me.
You said you tell me like you didn't leave me behind.
No. I'll
I'll have to let
No,
you
no,
write
no.
this because you know more about it than I do.
Raise me up.
No.
So I'm thinking the Illuminati must have needed Laura for some alternate purpose that day, but we have yet to figure it out
Of course.
because she didn't die. She was saved by good old Gwyneth.
Was she supposed to?
Gwyneth.
Is she younger than Gwyneth?
I don't know.
I bet she was.
She just didn't die that day.
She could have had an implant that was transplanted into her while she was like sleeping, like an alien abduction.
Oh.
And when
yeah.
she came across Gwyneth that day, maybe she was supposed to get a phone call that was supposed to set off her transmitter.
Or like a sleeper cell?
Sleeper cell fucking took off a rollerblade, shoved it into Gwyneth's eyeball repeatedly over and over.
And it just didn't work. Wait, are you thinking like an ice skate?
Nope. She just beat Gwyneth to death with a rollerblade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't go according to plan.
I don't know. Probably not.
Well, no, it didn't. Yeah.
It didn't never
I don't
happened.
think it really happened.
Well, have any of y'all heard about Sarah Ferguson?
Who's that?
She is
Is that like
the
brother?
Duchess of York.
Oh, I was thinking like Sex Ferguson's sister.
No, I don't know her.
Okay, well, I didn't know her either until this article. So she had a meeting for her charity that day, which is called Chances for Children. So this charity helps children in Haiti, and if they're underprivileged or whatever, it just helps them.
Clintons have some ties in Haiti.
I think she's the Duchess of York. I don't know.
She probably has ties to the Clintons.
They're part of the elite group. But so Sarah had an interview earlier that morning with NBC, and it ran a little bit late. So this meant that she didn't get to go to the building until after the plane crashed and everything had happened. But this is interesting because an area on the 101st floor of the North Tower for her meeting that day, she was supposed to have her staff and stuff up there, but none of them were there, and none of them died.
Are they all Jewish?
Maybe.
She's probably like, fuck.
So on the 101st floor, she was having her meeting for her charity, but none of the people involved with that charity were there.
How did she know? Because they didn't die?
They
didn't end up on the
None
death
of them were
list?
dead. But the funny thing about that is the financial firm Cantor Fitzgerald, they were not so lucky. Now, them, you may have heard the Cantor charity that they started after 9/11 because they were up there on the same floor. So they had almost 700 workers that day tragically die in the same building. So Cantor had agreed to give Sarah a section of their office space to use that day for the meeting. Now, that didn't work out because most of the people up there died.
Was she just late?
Charred bodies.
She had an interview with NBC and it ran late, so she just didn't make it.
Man, once again, celebrities.
So
Jesus, can't stay on track.
because of that, the CEO of Cantor started a charity like 3 days later that helps tons of people yearly, and he actually started it 4 days after the event. And it helps people from September 11. It helped them with their insurance, filing life insurance, court costs, all that stuff, so that they could get compensation, therapy. Anybody that was involved in 9/11. It's a charity that still goes on today, and I commend them for it. They do a good job, and they lost 700 people that day. Their organization almost tanked, but they brought it back from the brink. And now they're successful again.
Probably those huge tax write-offs.
Yeah, and they were.
Yeah.
That's probably fine for them if you're thinking about it. Like the corporation, they were just running lean, so they were getting more profit instead of paying payroll taxes.
Yeah, they probably lost all their.
Smart. Take advantage of the situation.
They took a hit.
They lost all of their
Big hit.
higher paid.
A lot of people.
They lost all their higher paid workers. Yeah, they just brought
So
in
who-
fresh meat that were
Who
lower
gets that?
paid.
The CEO. He gets a bonus.
But it was weird. So did Sarah Ferguson know or have some type of collusion with this company or some type of beef with this company? Not a Sloppy Joe beef, but just like an actual problem with this company?
Oh yeah, sloppy Joe beef was
That's like a
bigger.
Wagyu beef.
That's the bigger beef.
Well, she was like, okay, y'all need to be up there and make me a space for my thing. And they're like, yeah, we're anticipating the Duchess of York is going to be here. Airplane hits.
Cunts.
Which
it's like-
one? Which uncle of hers went to Epstein Island?
I don't know.
Okay.
They live in
Didn't go.
California right now.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, the Duchesses, they don't ever fit in.
So that makes me also think that the Illuminati may have helped Cantor Fitzgerald get back on their feet and help them start this charity to try to undermine the Duchess. Because her charity's not doing as good.
They're not all going to do good, just like not all podcasts are going to be A+.
Because she's a woman. I think it's the thing where it's like, if she was a Duke of York, it'd be totally different.
Oh, yeah, the Dukes.
She'd be mayonnaise.
Yeah.
So Rob Lowe, he's a pretty famous American actor, right?
Yeah, Tommy Boy, love it.
No. Was he in Tommy Boy?
He's the brother. He's the stepbrother.
Oh yeah, he was on.
He's the guy that's like talking about how expensive his shoes were when he was hosing them off with the gas.
He's going to set Elmo's fire.
Okay. He was also in Parks and Rec and The West Wing.
Yeah,
right?
he's amazing. Yeah, he's amazing.
So Rob says, I'm just going to use his first name, that he may have been on a plane with one of the terrorists 11 days before the tragic events unfolded. He called this day a dry run and didn't notice anything suspicious. And it was a flight leaving from D.C. heading to L.A. because he was shooting The West Wing.
You know, if he and Mark Wahlberg were on the same plane, he would spot him out and say, hey, Mark.
Well, during Rob Lowe's interview, he said, yeah, I was on the airplane and I kind of looked up and did kind of a head check and didn't notice anything different because I always just look around the cabin before we take off. Like,
he saw the one guy with the turban and was like, that guy's a terrorist.
He saw his head. He saw his tall turban sticking up.
He's like, that ain't right.
Wait, how did he see a dry run? He seen guys like walking up, pulling out knives, going
Yeah, like
this.
a box cutter open, and opens a box cutter, no blade comes out.
Yeah, and they check it off their checklist. Yeah.
they're like, okay, stewardess passed by.
They sit down in the pilot chair and get back out.
I'm more
She only
willing
gave
to
me one bag of peanuts.
I'm just willing to say Rob Lowe is racist.
I think he's doing the same thing, Mark. That he's just doing what Michael Jackson did.
He's
So
just having
he's attention grabbing.
He's having.
I'm pretty
brown
sure
scare.
I'm pretty sure
brown scare.
I ate at Gary's barbecue and I saw a table full of the hijackers at the table over from mine.
Did you ask to see their passport?
I'm pretty sure they were hijackers. So I think a few days before their crash, I was in the same room. I was terrified.
Yeah,
it scarred me for life.
Yeah,
Am I famous now?
almost.
Sick.
You can watch the movie Bend It Like Beckham and then get scared.
They're Indians.
Oh, same thing. That's how sentiment was September 12th, 2001.
Yeah, anybody that was like the bad guy from 300, you're fucked.
Which one?
The guy with all the fucking face tats and the piercings,
Piercings?
and like the dancer from Janet Jackson's music video back in the 90s when she had the belly ring hooked from her ear to her belly button.
There was a lot of bad
Remember
guys
that
in that movie.
that one part where the guy's like laughing, he's like paying off the Oracle people, and he's like,
I'm just a messenger.
and it turns black. And all you see is teeth.
His eyeballs.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
racist.
Not back then, but it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Illuminati, they were involved with a few of these things. And with Rob Lowe, I don't know if they put him in this situation just to kind of flex their muscles on him, or if it was like a warning, like, hey, you're on the plane with the hijackers, we could fuck you.
I just don't understand why. I just don't understand why the Illuminati hates everybody.
They don't hate everybody. It's just their way of keeping the elites in check. Because you got to think, if celebrities are part of the Illuminati, they're not top tier. I would say they're probably like peasants compared to the top tier Illuminati people. They're more like the pawns on the chessboard.
It's like they get a little bit of power, and it goes to your head.
They're the influencers. They're the TikTok
The recruiters.
influencers of the community.
Wish somebody would keep Justin Bieber in check.
He's in
He's
check.
doing
What has he
whatever.
done? I haven't heard from him in years.
Yeah, he's in check.
He was peeing in mop buckets, and now he's like with the Baldwin daughter. He's out of control.
He's just doing whatever.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
He's just like dating some dude's daughter. He's out of hand, I tell you. They're holding hands in public.
He's having heterosexual sex.
He got to quit.
So
Heathen.
So, since the Illuminati sent all these messages to the celebrities and then ended up killing some of them anyways, I think there might also be a bigger scenario at play.
Who died?
Any celebrities die?
Michael Jackson died 8 years later.
Oh.
They killed him off.
Okay.
And, I mean, all those people in the towers and in the airplanes died.
I thought you had a list of celebrities that did die that day.
I don't think any celebrities died that day.
Fail for the Illuminati.
I think autism peaked after 9/11.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I hear the smoke. It really affected the kids in the schools at that time. And
Do you know why?
Why?
Because of the devil in the smoke.
Oh, that's why I like banging triangles.
It's probably the
Run around.
asbestos that was in the smoke, too. I'm going to put money on the high levels of asbestos that was in the air.
No, it was the devil.
Carry around tambourines and shit.
The devil's the asbestos. Like that's
It was the devil.
There's a lot of devil in the asbestos.
Well, I think the Illuminati that day and currently still, they were trying to summon either a satanic beast or the devil himself by causing horrific events and deaths to take place. So in 2001, it was kind of like the precursor. And this happened whenever you had the iconic picture of the devil face in the smoke right before the buildings collapsed. The devil's face, or the devil smoke face, whatever you want to call it.
Smoke the devil.
It's a giant smoke cloud coming down from the tower building during the burning mess. And this picture shows what looks to be a face of a devil or some type of satanic-like creature coming out of the smoke of the burning building. And it was believed that you want to bring it up?
Yeah, you're talking about a picture. I would love to see it because I want to be like Brendan Fraser, Mummy, the mummy coming at Brendan trying to
That would have
eat
been a
him.
great fourth movie.
Oh, the Mummy in the Towers?
Tower of Mummies.
Whoa! I love that. Tower of Mummies?
Tower of Mummies.
Oh, top left, man. Look at that triangle face.
Yep, that's it.
Look
That's-
at his
that's
nose,
Emotep.
dude.
That's Emotep.
So there's a
Probably
picture.
a few people over here.
So you can see. Okay, so in the picture,
That's Brendan Fraser
Is
coming
that,
in
the
that biplane.
is that the Angel Gabriel?
I don't know. In the picture, you can see
Blowing a trumpet.
it's a triangle face, and it looks like two horns coming out. You can definitely see a nose, eyes, and a mouth.
No, I
It
see it.
looks like a carrot, man.
That looks like the super devil.
that guy from the fucking
It
Cuphead.
looks. It looks like a Dorito. It looks like a bad cartoon.
Oh, like the devil from Futurama.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
oh well,
You got to think how big that smoke cloud is. Look, it goes like 30 or 40 floors.
It looks like the burger. It looks like something I've seen on Adult Swim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, from
Aqua Teen.
Aqua
Just
Teen
saying,
Hunger Force.
this
Yeah.
character, he predates 9/11.
Look up the Aqua Teen Hunger Force character.
Yeah, the devil. Yeah, it looks just like that guy. I know what you're talking about.
Tyler, look at his face and then look at his face.
Yeah, that's
close.
it. Yeah, there's a couple characters that that thing resembles, but
Well, it's believed that this face and the events that happened at the World Trade Centers, they were actually trying to use a portal that day to summon a demonic creature through the buildings, and that's what you see in the shadows of the smoke.
I called it in the text messages the other day, and I didn't even know it.
What?
I said that the Twin Towers were like a portal to hell, and it sounded like a bad sci-fi
Thomas,
movie.
what's the one to the right of the newspaper?
What are they summoning a Balrog?
They said there was.
That's dumb.
They said there was multiple.
It looks like they summoned Karen.
There was multiple pictures of the head in the smoke that day.
Wait a second. I know the Karen you're talking about. I know exactly the Karen you're talking about. It's the one at the it's the one at the park.
The fuck is that? It looks like a banana peel.
Karen at the park.
It's an outline of the.
There you go.
Who's that?
That's
It's
fake.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome if that was real.
Karen at the park BBQ. She is. Hang on. All right, go back to that picture, Thomas. The one that
Yeah.
that one.
The Munchkin Demon.
Oh, they're having a party over here. It's like 12 black people.
That looks exactly like her.
She was not thinking correctly.
All right,
So there's several demons, huh?
wait. So
Yeah, there's the one iconic photo, but there are several different pictures and angles of different and more faces being like photographed and videoed in the cloud of the 9/11 tragedy. Like you have the one iconic one that was on the news and the papers, and that's the main triangle one. But there were multiple faces seen that day.
Oh, yeah, you said Twin-demic. And then I said that sounds like a bad sci-fi movie about how the Twin Towers were like a demonic
Oh, yeah.
gateway to hell.
And they could have been because they were so close together. And like Chris had said last week about Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, the one where he made a web in between them.
Yeah, what was that? Is Spider-Man and the Twin Towers, the deleted scene or whatever?
Yeah, it's a deleted scene.
But, I mean, imagine that.
I don't know.
I was trying to get you to talk about
I don't remember what I said, dude.
You
I
said
just
that-
remember him catching people in the middle. I was like,
It was a deleted scene where he put webs between the two towers and
Yeah.
was trying to catch the airplanes before they hit.
Yeah, you said that he caught a Cessna with his
no,
with his
he caught a
plane.
helicopter. The helicopter's just twitching. I'm like, why is this thing?
I think that spirits come and go between the maybe it's in the basement of the tower.
Oh,
got
yeah, they were
bombed.
locked in the tower.
No, they like spirits can come and go from one world to another because it's a portal.
Where are they at now?
Well, their portal's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That
an
makes
event.
sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Al
That explains it.
Qaeda, wait, or our government or someone knew, or maybe you're like you're saying, the Illuminati knew
Illuminati.
about the portal and put a clothes on it, kind of like Stranger Things.
Well, it makes even more sense because the shadows and manifestations seen that day, people see it as greed and commerce, and those buildings have financial Wall Street. So this was a tool to distract people from life and the goal that they should achieve, and the Illuminati is part of the top percent and the elite trying to summon all these greedy demons out so they can get more power.
I think it was the demons escaping on 9/11, and the Hadron Collider was us killing them.
That's
It
interesting.
coincides.
It's interesting.
If you think about it. You just think about it.
Oh, I wonder if...
don't
So there have also been scientists who try to calm people down and say that the face in the smoke is a term called pareidolia. And this is a tendency to see shapes or patterns in areas where they normally would not be seen.
Isn't that autism?
Could be. They also say that this is a way for people to make sense of an event or to be able to explain it away. But that sounds kind of like a cover-up. But they're trying to explain it like, when you look into a river and you see someone's face, you look into a fire, you'll see
Bilbo Baggins?
stuff like that. It's just a way for them to try to explain it when actually it's a...
Like a burning bush you're talking to, and it talks back to you.
Yeah, like in Harry Potter when the...
Oh, yeah, he probably fucking ate some mushrooms.
Wait. I just got what you said. A burning bush talking about you. I got you.
I don't want to trigger nobody.
No, it's actually theories that bush was like some sort of
Acai berry.
hallucinogen.
I mean...
I thought it was God talking to him.
Hey, there were no Jews that day at 9/11 either.
Well, no Jews.
No Jews died anyway.
Well, I will say that someone in the comments, like I told you guys, I don't know why this tragedy happened, but God does.
Yeah, of course. And
Kinda
so
like
does the
Katrina.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Why does that trigger you so much?
Well, they also did a computer assessment of the picture and said that it's actually just the physics and geometry of fire, and it makes a cone shape with lines because of the heat, wind, and conditions of the day, blah, blah,
How dare
blah.
you say something so
Blah, blah,
controversial
blah.
yet brave?
That's so convenient that it comes up right after this picture is fucking famous.
When you said that, I imagined
Wah, wah,
that
yada,
there were,
yada.
I imagined
Fucking scientist.
the illustration of like space, the way they explain space, they like run 2D lines and then they do a 3D cube.
Yeah.
When you were talking, I imagined all that shit, and then like someone measuring smoke and shooting lasers into smoke to see how it acts, and there's algorithms for smoke, and then but I'm like, no, that's just nature.
Right?
Yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, you can put a number to anything, but it's how do you make smoke and fire make a face?
What comes
Unless you're-
first, smoke or fire?
Depends.
Indians have smoke signals. You use blankets and stuff and flat it, and make it into different things.
You weren't saying we should smoke signal the 9/11?
What was that like back in Looney Tunes when they would do smoke signals and they would draw pictures with smoke?
Yeah.
Well,
What they're doing right there.
rub sticks together for long enough, and it makes smoke and then fire.
That's
Fire.
just somebody's SOS signal.
Yeah, that's like help me.
Oh, so you think someone was up there burning paper to make more
they're
smoke?
over there making faces and
I mean, that looks like Pillsbury Doughboy.
They're just
Hey,
fanning the flames, trying to say, "This is what I look like. Remember me."
they're making demons. It's
They're
like,
they're trying to get attention. Like, I'm here, save me.
I wonder how
You see
many
the point.
people.
It's coming right from the guy.
why don't they just ride a dude out?
I wonder if anybody started having sex.
I'm sure.
Like, not saying anything bad about this, but anytime there's a national, like a big tragedy, like in World War Z, whenever all the zombies were coming, people were still just like, fuck it, I'll just start killing and raping people.
You honestly think people
There were
have
still
sex at like 150 degrees?
They were raping all the women on that building,
They're like, I'm so hot. I am so
but
fucking
so
hot.
hard.
Well, Karen,
You're hot too.
That's
Karen,
fucked.
Oh my God.
we're on the 120th floor. We're just not going to make it down. Might as well just get it over with.
I am so warm.
It's like the Pompeii guy.
I looked into that, and they
I know,
say
it
that
is
there was
not.
the body contorted when he like
Got
was catching
burned.
on fire and burned. He was basically like,
He's still moist. It's like he was buried alive.
I think they were trying to summon the demon that day.
why did he have an erection?
Why not?
I don't think anyone had sex in those.
I mean, it might have been an
towers.
adrenaline boner.
It was
We
like
talked
all,
about this
it was all,
before.
It was all dap. It was
It's
all-
not going to suck itself. Hello?
I didn't get out for air.
I don't touch my dick.
Now there probably was someone having sex as the plane hit.
Someone went into
Yes,
someone
that's
went in there and
possible.
jerked off.
That's
someone was
possible.
jerking off somewhere.
Yeah, in
That's
that
what you get
building. Yeah.
I would be, because that's a work
Like
thing.
there was probably dudes doing blow as the planes hit.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying they're having like a Wolf of Wall Street
Yeah.
early,
Yeah.
early
They're like
morning
bouncing midgets
celebration?
off of fucking Velcro
Yeah,
board.
and then the plane hits as that party's happening.
That's what they get.
And you
Okay.
got to finish. I'm with you. There could have been someone having a
Okay.
quickie morning sex session,
Sodom and Gomorrah.
What?
and then they finished. There was an impact. They didn't quite know what happened, so they finished really quick. That's where I
Oh,
definitely.
what was
am
that
on-
loud booming noise?
I'm on board with that. But I don't think anyone possibly had sex because everybody wanted to get out. I don't think anybody was like, we're gonna die. Let's fuck.
Yeah, because most people thought they could escape.
Yeah.
Probably.
Out the window.
Like, what if you were doing a line of blow though, and
There had to be that
as
one
soon as you
guy.
go, as soon as you look up, the building's half gone.
It was like
You
your
can
first
see out
time.
in New York.
Or it's
Oh,
like that
fuck
picture.
me.
It's like that picture I sent through where the guys are like pouring coffee and there's an airplane behind them.
That's probably how it really happened. though.
Yes, for some. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how an aluminum airplane goes through steel.
They had windows.
Aluminum is malleable.
It
The
turns
plane would
into
have crumpled.
Yeah,
turns
but
into shrapnel.
Yeah,
it went through
it's shredded.
it went through the steel and like.
It just go through the tower.
Have you ever took like a can and squished it? It's like
What?
I guess
so. My fingers are steel, and this is aluminum.
It
and
goes
it's just like-
around. It goes through the weakest point.
Your fingers move.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Take your car. Yeah.
Take your car and drive it into a building, Chris.
Drive it into New York.
See how malleable you become.
I want you to go buy the new Tesla truck and drive that fucker into a building and
Cybertruck.
be a saboteur for the Tesla company.
I don't think I want to die for that.
No.
All right.
All right. Well, 2020 has had its fair share of losses. I want to tie this in. I think the Illuminati may be behind some of these events that have happened this year as well
Kobe.
because of 2001. So they were trying to summon a satanic beast demon and failed because the towers were demoed. I think somebody knew that it was coming. Maybe the anti-Illuminati, whoever fights
Wait,
against them.
The government?
So the anti-Illuminati blew up the Twin Towers.
They blew up the Twin Towers.
so that the Illuminati couldn't summon demons out of them.
Kind of like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure. He knew what was coming, so he wired the building so that they couldn't summon a demon creature.
Oh.
You think they would have evacuated the buildings first?
There's no time.
It's a sacrifice.
It took all the time.
So they had the time to blow the buildings up, and so they had the time to put explosives in the building, but not enough time to evacuate them.
They didn't know exactly when the attack was coming. They were just prepping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't tell all those people not to come into work for the next 4 weeks.
It would
be
cause mass panic
You'd be like,
for
"There's-
no reason.
There's SARS in the building. Don't come in.
What they ever called the Darkinati?
Is that what that
There's
is?
something called a bomb threat, and
That's
if you call it in,
that's the opposite of the
You got Illuminati,
Illume.
so you got Darkinati. Right.
We make everything dark.
dude, I don't know.
We'll turn the lights off for you.
We bump back.
Well, I think that because of them trying to summon a demon and it failed, that from sources and everything that I saw, that Obama may have had some dealings with the Illuminati because of this and bringing 2020
You think
forward.
Obama did 9/11?
I think
Hussein?
the Obama or former president,
Barack.
Barack Hussein.
Mr. Barrack.
The
black guy.
Mr. Barack Hussein Obama.
Yes, Hussein.
Oh, I'm going to let you finish.
All right. So I think that him and the Illuminati have had a lot of dealings together because since this satanic creature failed, they're trying to make Obama the next Antichrist.
Well, I did see horns coming out of his head in one photoshopped picture.
Now, this could also be by sacrificing other Illuminati members and figureheads. So this year, as we recall, started with the helicopter crash, like you were saying, of Kobe.
Kobe!
He died tragically. This was January 26th this year.
Pretty gruesome, right? Can we go over his injuries?
No, let's not.
Let's not. We did
A
that
lot of
once.
degloving, I believe.
I
Okay.
think he missed both legs.
For not playing baseball, he had a lot of glove going
How do you
on
get
in the
the
accident.
How do you get the skin off the cock?
It just
Slide
comes
it.
right
A
off.
lot of
Well, they
heat.
do it at babies. They do it all the time.
Well, you got to think. This is one. You start the year, 126, one big Illuminati member dead. Then you have coronavirus come in. You lock down the entire country, the entire earth. You make everybody scared. and frightened.
A lot of old celebrities
What
died.
about that island off Sri Lanka that's like primitive? They didn't get COVID.
Epstein
Madagascar?
Island?
No, wait. The island off of Sri Lanka?
Oh, the one with the natives that nobody's allowed to go
It's
to?
near Sri Lanka, near
Little-
Madagascar.
little
area.
Tijuana?
Off India.
And Madagascar's India. And
The island's
like
in India.
Sri Lanka's
Moving.
India. Madagascar's
I like
Africa.
The moving.
The island's in India.
So you're saying there's an island between India and Africa?
There's another island between Sri Lanka and India. That's
There's
the
a
primitive
lot
one.
of random little
Yeah.
islands. So
Well,
it's
I
tough.
think the death of Kobe started coronavirus. That was the Illuminati, their first kill. It gave them enough power to generate the government's total control and policing of the citizens.
Well, why was Kobe the defense
He was part of the Illuminati.
against
He was
the
a big
dark
figurehead.
arts or the light
Well,
arts?
I don't-
The Barbasol can with COVID in it crashed, and that's what got everywhere.
Oh.
It was like Jurassic Park, and he just spins the sign, but his rotor blades just stop.
Yeah. So the little thing rolled out and the capsule
So I
popped.
get it.
and
In this
COVID got
story,
out.
is the Illuminati the hero?
No, in this story, the Illuminati is trying to turn Obama into the Antichrist because of their plot in 2001.
So
failed.
Obama's the hero.
Obama is the next in line to be the Antichrist. He's not the hero.
There's supposed to be 3. Napoleon was the first. Hitler's the second.
All right. So you got Kobe. This is one. This is a sacrifice. Next, you have the riots and tension among citizens and at least the death of Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther.
He had cancer.
This is 2. This is number 2. I think that this is just the second phase of the Illuminati's master plan, and they're going to turn Obama into an antichrist or give him some kind of satanic power and just make him a supreme being. So I think if they have one more major death, like somebody like Jay-Z or Beyonce, then we're
Had to be
fucked.
black, right?
I think.
Yes.
I think Trump is
Yes.
more likely to be the Antichrist than Obama.
Yeah.
But do you think?
But he's not black.
Yeah, but
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Racial tensions are higher than they've ever been this year, Chris.
Because of
His
Trump.
dad may have
Kobe,
raped.
Chadwick Boseman, Obama, Jay-Z's going to die next. It has to be a black male.
But Obama hasn't done anything this year.
he's
Exactly. He's channeling his power. He's,
What if Post Malone died? He's like half black.
that doesn't matter.
A lot of people would be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got 2 dogs kissing over his top lip. It's fine.
I saw that, but I don't think it has anything to do with anything.
I actually don't like his music.
Well, that's okay. A lot, millions and billions do.
Millions and billions.
Well, it's interesting.
So if Obama becomes the Antichrist,
What if Obama dies?
yeah.
I'd hate to see who got that power.
Trump.
I guess so. That would be Trump thwarting the plan and stealing the power.
The past 2
Biden-
antichrists have
Yeah,
been white.
If
I
you look
thought-
at the Antichrist, it's like the white Christians will love him. I'm just
That's
saying.
the whole point. Yeah.
The whole point of the Antichrist is for him to win
Leave.
over the
So
churches.
you think Trump's trying to turn Obama into the Antichrist to steal his power?
He has the Christian vote.
Well, I don't get it because Antichrist is like the Christians will love him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like a false prophet.
Right.
It's not going to be somebody that all Christians are like, I hate Obama. He's black. I mean, sorry, he's Democrat.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's how people worded it around
Because
here.
most Christians are Republican.
True.
And
I
they
get-
love. And Trump's like the fakest Christian.
Yeah,
in the
he
world.
signs Bibles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And Trump's like, I have never asked God for forgiveness.
Oh, but
I don't deserve it.
But one person
I don't
believes in
deserve
Trump.
it.
What was that?
Pence?
The niece of Osama bin Laden.
Oh, yeah. And
Okay.
What's up with that?
She thinks that Trump's the only person that can stop a second 9/11.
With his own fists?
Wait, what? Like Mark Wahlberg?
Or
She's
like,
like,
with
he's-
military power?
He's the answer. Yeah, he would stop a second, like another 9/11 to happen.
I mean, he's stopping all the riots.
also, she's just as much of a Chad woman as Osama was a dude.
She's stacked?
No, she's like tall. Like Osama was 6'5".
What's her name?
So she looks a lot like her dad.
I think it's like
Osama bin Laden, something Laden.
Osama had my labia zapped off.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden.
Probably had my labia zapped off.
it's
With battery acid.
Noor bin Laden.
Whoa!
Is that her?
Type in Noor bin Laden. Noor.
We could, yeah. There you go.
Whoa,
Feet. Nor bin Laden feet. Wait, what?
Whoa, she does look like Grandpa.
Looks like Gila.
Wait, she does look like Uncle.
She's got a little similarity there.
She looks
Okay.
like that guy that's fake married to that Jew guy.
If she had a beard, she'd look exactly like Uncle Laden.
Okay, so she says that Trump is the only one that could stop a second 9/11.
Yeah, she's all in on the Republican train.
Okay, so she
Even though
thinks,
she lives in Switzerland.
so she thinks Trump would stop another summoning of a satanic beast.
Well, if you recall,
She's living off that Pepsi money.
if you recall, we supported the Bin Ladens back during 9/11. So
That's
this
why-
isn't anything new.
True.
That's
Why
why I have
they-
a problem with the Bushes, because we backed out. We fucked them over
Well, yeah.
on a trade deal or oil deal.
At least we got them back to their country just in time to stay safe for the next fucking 12 years.
Yeah.
But, well, at least she looks fine. She looks like she's happy. But old Osama got a couple rounds to the chest, I think.
I think he got bit by a dog too, didn't
That'd be nice.
he? Like, I don't know.
Sick 'em, Fido.
Anyway,
I don't know. That's
I heard something about a large bush on this lady.
yeah, it's thick.
Did you see it?
It's like curly and like a shrub.
Is there something Thomas should Google?
I'm just being assuming like a facetious.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, those jeans, those Laden jeans are strong.
I don't understand why you wear forest camo in the desert.
Makes you look tough with the white turban.
I'm just saying,
make
dude.
it stand out. Well, it's the same reason why CNN had an exclusive 4 months before 9/11
She looks
happened.
like she's 6'2", though. If she had a kid with LeBron, they'd have a superstar.
So you're ready to fight and you're ready to surrender all at once. Like
Oh,
you
fuck, I fucked up.
you got everything set.
Yeah,
Just
because you got woodland camo with no trees.
No, there's trees in Afghanistan.
Not in the mountains.
Yeah, there are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. Ever seen Lone Survivor?
You think Afghanistan is just like a barren wasteland?
A desert.
Yes, because it's not
Because
America.
I'm American, yeah.
Very
It's not America. There's no buildings.
Your white privilege is showing.
I don't care.
Let it show, baby.
I don't care.
Everywhere else in the world is barren wasteland. America has every city in the world.
We got the greenest,
I'm just
luscious.
tired of everybody being scared of being their own race. Like, you just fucking are what you are.
Sucks to be you.
Man, that's
That's a bold statement for right now.
old. I have some important dates from 9/11.
What you
Like
got?
previous
9/11?
9/11s.
Oh, I was gonna say 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11. Like, there's been more than one 9/11.
That didn't involve
Like 2000, 99,
This involved all the trade centers.
I hear there was even one in 2020.
No, it's just, like,
What happened?
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
1891,
the trade
September
center?
11th.
Oh, I got you.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jewish Colonization Association is established.
Had to always be the Jews.
Stuff like that. You have,
What does that mean? Jewish national colonization.
Just a bunch of dudes walking around saying, "My David."
yeah. 1857, you had 120 pioneers were slaughtered by Mormons.
Oh,
Was that when the Mormons were really dangerous and considered a extremist
a
group
national threat.
that were banned?
I think so, yeah.
That was back when they were terrorists before they became a religion.
Then they got hunted.
Oh, yeah. 1973, we throw over the democratically elected president in Chile and install a brutal dictator.
It's actually Chile.
Chile.
How did we kill him?
I'm Chilean.
Did we sodomize him? Did
We
people
sodomized him with a knife.
We just threw some kidney
It's a-
beans at him.
It's a fucking like going right at
Gave him
We
a
just chant
manwich.
Goya at him. Goya, Goya.
Go away! Go away!
Go away. Interesting one. 1990, President H.W. Bush,
Uh-huh.
Daddy Bush,
Herbert.
first uses the term New World Order.
Whoa, NWA?
And it's, yeah.
Wait, NWO.
NWO
Yeah, when he uses New World Order, that's on 9/11, 1990.
comes out going.
So wait, then when does like the rap group take over NWO?
NWA.
NWA.
Fuck me.
NWO's wrestling.
I'm all screwed
Yeah,
up.
NWO's like.
New World Order, and the other one you can't say.
What can't you say?
NWA.
What's that?
No whites allowed.
Oh, okay. Why
I
can't
thought
you
was
say that?
I thought it was something with attitude.
With attitude.
You can't say that.
Oh, oh, got blank with attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, half the songs are stars, so I don't know.
They always say N words.
No, half the lyrics for NWA,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
like F ... the police. I'm not really sure what they're talking about, but there's a bunch of dots.
Oh, I don't know what dots are.
In 2001, 9/11, years of planning by mankind's most secretive and influential organizations realized the fall of the World Trade Center's Twin Towers and massive damage to the Pentagon. George W. Bush delights in his new superpowers, guts the Constitution, and subsequently wages war on Afghanistan, which somehow results in the U.S. being flooded with quality heroin.
That's true.
He's like, yeah, I really like being president.
We got a
Nice.
lot
And
of
the-
heroin from them
the
fields.
Biggest travesty happened in 1970 with the introduction of the Ford Pinto.
Oh, I kind of wish.
They made the Ford Pinto in 1970.
On
9/11.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of people got arrested on this 9/11 for burning down Oregon.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
A
In
bunch of
Portland.
people.
What do you mean?
It's apparently controversial to say that people are setting fires in California and Portland.
Well, yeah, because they're burning down like half the state.
Yeah,
So, like
apparently,
the rioters?
87% of fires are started by men.
Mm-hmm.
Why's it gotta be man?
Because it's apparently controversial to say that.
Oh, instead of saying by 87% by people.
Yeah, you can't say that. It's got to be
Human?
global warming. That's got to be the big thing.
Oh.
Remember the 90s? Smokey the Bear?
Yep.
Who's he telling us to start in fires?
Us.
People.
Only you.
Now that's freaking controversial.
He's actually saying it to all of us individually
It's
when
the
he
sun.
says that.
There's
The
a
sun whips out his magnifying glass.
There's a narrative going on right now that global warming.
It's causing the forest fires?
Yeah. Even Biden's like, I'm the only president can lead us through global warming. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
because it's going to be a 4-year fix. Yeah.
Everyone's hopping on the global
Dude, you're
warming
going to
train
die
now.
in 2 years.
Yeah.
Or what was it? The people think the government's starting the fires because they see officials and firefighters out there doing the burn
Control
barriers,
fires. Yeah.
but they think the government's spurring the fires.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Dumbasses.
interesting.
It's like we're doing controlled burns to stop the fires from spreading. It's like, look, they're fucking
starting
making it worse.
They're making it worse. They're out there starting fires.
Like, y'all are dumb.
It's pretty cool, though, that it looks like Mexico right now in California.
It looks
like
like
smog.
it looks like a brown
You know,
movie.
the red filter over...
It's like
Mexico?
Batman Begins,
So I have some
or is it Ghost of Mars?
Ghost of Mars.
Ghost of
Yeah, it was all red.
It's really Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2020.
Have some numerical trivia about 9/11.
Okay.
You got to like add numbers up, putting 2 and 2 together.
It was like 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9.
Yes.
And 3 divided by 1 is 3.
Yep.
3 days prior to 9/11. 3 hours prior to 9/11.
So you have each building on 9/11. The two World Trade Centers have 110 stories.
Mhm.
11 plus 0 is 11.
Yeah. Okay.
The two skyscrapers had a total of 21,800 windows.
Well, I feel like
That's a
you're
lot
just
of
going to
windows.
throw numbers at us, and we're going to be like, yeah. I don't know what.
That's the whole point of what I'm doing.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
that's
What's
what we're doing.
What was the 11 plus 0? I missed it.
110 stories. 110.
Uh-huh.
Add them together, you get 11.
Okay, so
Okay.
if you add them, they're 11. But if you multiply them, which looks like a plane, it's 0.
It was just 100.
0
Which
buildings.
is the number of floors it currently has.
But it was just 110. So why do we do 11 plus 0?
Because
you can't-
110.
Because you can't do 1 plus 1 plus 0. It only equals 2. You got to do 11 plus
11
0.
plus 0 equals
I'm
2 towers.
I'm just going to listen.
The two skyscrapers had a total of 21,800. 2 plus 1 plus 8 plus 0 equals 11.
Oh, man.
The third building, which is number 7, had 47 stories. 4 plus 7 equals 11.
Okay.
The World Trade Center was built between 1966 and 1977. 11 years.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. It took 11
Everything
years.
adds 11.
I like that one.
We have
I bet if we took every single person and we could find math in there to get down to 11, every person that died somehow.
I'm sure we could.
so we have flight trivia. The first plane to hit the towers was Flight 11,
Yeah.
which had 11 crew members on board.
Okay.
Flight 77 had 65 passengers on board. 6 plus 5 equals 11.
77. 7 plus 7 is 14.
North Tower collapsed at 10:28 a.m. 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 8 equals 11.
Okay.
See where we're going with all this, guys?
There's a
Seeing
pattern.
I'm seeing a pattern, yep. There's a math.
New York City has 11 letters. Afghanistan has 11 letters.
Okay.
The Pentagon has 11 letters. War on Terror has 11 letters.
I'm pretty sure we went to Iraq before Afghanistan.
Are you saying like
but
the
okay.
Pentagon?
So
or
what?
just
I think
Pentagon?
we went to Iraq before
No, we went to
Afghanistan
Afghanistan first, right?
No, we started a war in Iraq before Afghanistan.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia bombed us, so we went to Iraq.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Osama was in Afghanistan, so that's why.
They had the most dope to sell us.
If you add up Twin Towers plus Flight 11 plus September 11th, you wind up with 33 letters, which if you divide it by 3, because you have 3 words, you get 11.
Okay.
I get it.
The state of New York was the 11th state to be added to the Union.
Okay.
Manhattan Island was discovered on September 11th, 1609, by Henry Hudson, whose name has 11 letters.
That one's a little weird.
Were there any 11-year-olds on the street?
I'm
Probably.
sure.
Yeah,
They all have autism now.
probably.
Hey, who is it that landed the plane into the Hudson River?
Sully?
Sully. How many letters is in his full name?
6.
Now, what's his first name, though?
Captain? I don't know. Pilot?
Verse 911 of the Quran predicted 9/11.
Really?
Did it?
For it is written that a son of Arabia would awaken a fearsome eagle.
Ah.
The wrath of the eagle would be felt throughout the lands of Allah and Io, while some of the people tremble in despair, still some rejoice. So there's like some biblical. Apparently the translation's off. There's like no eagle in the Quran. Anyway,
Oh,
it's kind of like
someone made it up.
all this is all made
Hey,
up.
just so you know, Sully, he was Sullenberger the Third.
Oh, 3 buildings.
How many letters are in Sullenberger?
12.
Just take one
Close.
letter away and we got 11.
But he's got 2 L's in there. The 2 L's symbolize 11.
Mm-hmm. They symbolize the Twin Tower.
There you go.
Sullenberger the Third. There's 12 letters minus the. I get there.
If you divide it by 3, that'll give you 4.
Oh, September 11th is the 254th day of the year. 2 plus 5 plus 4 is 11.
Oh, my God.
Okay, where's
no
the
fucking
9s
way.
at, though? We're not getting any 9s.
Because it's all 11s.
Yes, I know.
It's just the 11. The 9 has significance
Hey,
with like
what-
demonic powers and
What
stuff.
flight hit the Twin Tower? U.S. Airways flight what?
11.
It wasn't flight. It was flight 11.
I'm just asking.
I thought flight 11 hit
Yeah,
it,
flight 11. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Sully crashed flight 1549.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll never forget.
19.
Never surrender.
And who played Sully?
Tom Hanks.
And who deleted 3 years worth of tweets?
Tom Hanks. Hillary Clinton.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
There was a lot of emails that got deleted by Hillary.
Yeah, that was Benghazi.
No, Tom Hanks on September 11th deleted 3 years worth of tweets.
Why?
It's taking up space.
Because 3 times 3 is 9.
No, why would he delete
Was
the
Twitter a
tweets?
thing back in 2001?
No. But birds were.
You gotta watch out for birds.
The robot birds with the government planted everywhere.
Yeah, but what movie came out in 2001 of Tom Hanks?
Castaway.
Castaway?
I'm assuming so.
I thought you knew.
So I'm not for sure about the movie. But I love math and I love numbers. I just don't do them enough.
Castaway came out in 2000, so it was a precursor.
It was the breaking point.
Oh, like Keanu Reeves and Kurt and Patrick Swayze breaking point?
No, it was on Band of Brothers.
Can you imagine if Tom Hanks was in a recreation of Breaking Point?
Oh, God.
No, Castaway came out in 2000, so that's Tom Hanks having an alibi by saying he was on a deserted island.
But he was on a plane crash on that movie. Mm-hmm. FedEx crashed.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding came out in 2002.
Yeah.
Is
So you
the one
seen-
about the anal sex?
My Big Fat Cheek
Oh,
Spreading.
sorry, wrong movie.
I think the Greeks are into anal play.
Probably.
They're moving around a lot, too.
Put a little tzatziki on
What's
it.
that? Tom Hanks moving to Greek?
They like to move
To Greece?
around. Yeah, they might move back to California now.
I heard he was in quarantine.
Yeah, they did change the law for that.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's back now.
He does. He still has citizenship in both.
Vanilla Sky came out in 2001.
Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
feel like we're slowing down a little.
In the Tom Hanks talk show.
We're towards the end anyway.
I did not know Tom Hanks had a talk show in 2001.
What was it called?
The Tom Hanks show.
Sure, that's not the Tom Green show?
No, Tom Hanks.
Tom Green.
Tom Hanks.
It survived 96 to 2003, apparently.
What? A Tom Hanks
What?
show?
Thomas, look up the Tom Hanks show. Tell us if that's real. Or if IMDb's lying to me.
It's going to be a picture of Tom Green.
Tom Hanks show.
It's just a picture of Tom Green's butt.
I don't see anything.
Oh, well, don't worry about it.
There's Colin.
But they are lying to me then.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably pissed because I won't go see Tenet.
Has anybody got anything else that went out about 9/11 before we?
Can we get music on?
Inside job.
You
hand
think
job?
so?
Yeah.
I think so too.
There's evidence for 2 and 4, like, against,
Yeah. I lean more towards it being an inside job, but
knowing the Bush administration and like our U.S. government, I don't think we were smart enough to pull off this.
I think it's more of
It's
we
tough.
knew it was coming. We took
took advantage of it.
shit to stop it.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like Columbine or well, okay, I'm not gonna say Columbine. Kind of like some other.
Well, they knew
shootings
Columbine
or-
was coming too.
Did they?
Didn't we talk about that?
I don't think so. I think
That-
we talked about them having sex in the shower.
Oh, they had released messages and stuff saying. Well, and maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't
Fuck
think
Yeah,
so.
but 9/11 was like a world thing where it's like
9/11 was way worse.
But there's like but they're like they know the world leaders. It was common for Russia to be like, "Yo, you guys are gonna get attacked." Israel's like, "Yo,
true.
you guys are gonna attack."
There's been
And
other.
we know so good that we sent guys to record it.
There's been other instances
'Cause you
throughout
pick up other
history.
people's stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's been other instances throughout history of us openly knowing about something coming, and we let it happen.
Kind of that episode of what's that prankster show on?
Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, when they sent the guy to go kill Franz Ferdinand.
Wait, what?
I don't
That's
know
funny.
that one.
That's a bad joke.
But like I think that they knew it was gonna happen so well that Mossad's like, "We'll just watch it happen.
Oh yeah.
If they're not gonna do anything, we'll just watch it."
Fuck the Saudis. That's what they're saying.
Somebody knew it was going to happen, and I'm sure a lot of people in the U.S. government knew it was going to happen because didn't they have the leak that like the FBI or CIA had evidence weeks before
I know,
saying
but-
there may be a major attack on U.S. soil?
Yeah, they
That's
were
for a while.
tracking. They were tracking all the guys that were flying those airplanes.
But Mueller said they weren't. Robert
Who?
Mueller.
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 He said they weren't tracking them.
Yeah, and there was record amounts of.
That's
stock
easy to
sold.
say too.
There was a lot of collusion.
Yeah, like if the stock market knows that 9/11 is going to happen, that's weird.
They start
Yeah.
dropping. They start
I think
sailing.
This
sailing.
was a situation where the FBI and the CIA were working on it, but they weren't working together.
Right.
So they had the information the other person needed.
Right.
But they were like, we got to figure this out ourselves. Like FBI wanted to be like, we stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
And CIA is like, no, we stopped 9/11.
And then 9/11 comes and DHS is like, "No, we're going to stop."
They kind of like close the book,
They're like,
put the file away,
You
hide
think
it.
about that? A whole department was born from 9/11.
Yeah.
What's the department called?
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Yeah. I still don't know why NORAD scrambled and had that false or the training simulation.
It's odd. Yep, and why the Pentagon was
Well, apparently, the training simulation was found on someone's computer in the 90s,
Oh.
and the whole plot of 9/11 was like found on some dude's laptop.
So we just ran that training program that specific day during the same time that the airplanes were being hijacked.
that's
Possibly.
coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that
Yep.
is a very,
And the
very big
the
coincidence.
specific side that it got renovated at the Pentagon got hit by a plane that was designed to withstand a bomb attack. That's odd.
Light posts fall down so the wings don't do damage to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lot of like financial documents and secret classified stuff in that section of the Pentagon as well?
Yeah, the real Constitution was in there. They rewrote it.
The one Nicolas Cage didn't
He
take.
did a bad job rewriting it.
We've got it.
That's why we got to change it, Chris.
We got to change the Constitution.
I will.
You know, if we want to get rid of the Constitution, that means women can't vote.
People want to get rid of the
Yeah,
Constitution.
get rid of women's suffrage. Is that what you're saying?
get rid of our guns.
Because I don't know if everybody realizes that. The people are like, the Constitution's racist, we need to start over. That means blacks and women can't vote.
Right. Let's do it.
You want to literally like just cut off to the First Amendments?
I
Bill of
will.
Rights, who?
We can't, So we would be too poor white people to vote, probably too.
So we go back to like the Fourth Amendment, Fifth one maybe, start over.
Okay, so the second.
Just
guy,
kidding.
I need the second there. I don't want my guns
Yeah.
to go away.
And you have the right to plead a fifth, right?
Yeah. You
That's one
remain
of them.
silent.
Fifth. So I will say that there is one debunked thing that people argue about, and it's the insurance claim on Building 7. Oh, actually, the trade centers.
The trade center, yeah.
They say the trade centers were brought down so the man who owned the buildings could get an insurance claim.
That insurance business went out of that insurance. They just straight up went out of business. Like, we're done.
Well, so the damages that was sustained, it was like upwards of $10 billion of damages from both of those towers falling. He had just purchased the building within the month, and so they said that the red flag was that he got terrorist insurance coverage.
I mean, wouldn't you get terrorist insurance on your building that was bombed 7 years ago?
It's always been a part of the plan for the insurance coverage on the buildings. So, yes, you're right, Chris.
Okay.
So it's not strange, but it did seem strange to people that dig into it. But so $10 billion of damages. He filed for insurance. They gave him $4 billion. He said this is enough for one building. And then not even enough at that point. So the 2 buildings went down. You got to cover me for 2 buildings. So they gave him $7 billion, 7 and some change, which didn't even cover what he had lost. And then it cost $9 billion to build the World Trade Center that took its place.
Who got paid for Tower 7?
I'm not for sure about that number. So I know for both the towers, it was $10 billion in damages. He got $7 billion for coverage payout, and then he had to build the new tower that was upwards of $9 billion, and so he lost lots of money on the whole deal. So there was no chance that he made out like a bandit, plus there was all the stuff set up to help people get health coverage from getting mesothelioma, cancer, all the victims that were lost, all the money that had to be raised. It was a huge settlement that paid out the families. I mean, billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Billions and billions.
Those people are going to die of cancer before they get help, is the sad part.
They're already dying.
Yep.
I think the first one died in 2004. It was an extremely fast case of someone getting mesothelioma. And that's why they say there was extreme high levels of what's the shit that they use for insulation?
Asbestos.
There was humongous levels of asbestos in the buildings. And so all that shit turned to snow, basically. And then it just...
They were breathing. They were like...
That, and then when the buildings fell, when you look at the pictures of all the dust, it's basically imagine it as asbestos.
Coated their lungs.
Covered in it, you're breathing it, and they said that the levels were just through the roof, and that's why people got mesothelioma so fast. They were just exposed at such a high rate.
They were screwed.
Yeah, and it's a huge problem. I know we talked a little bit about it last week, so we won't go too far into it, but that's what I had to finish I wanted to go into
crazy.
the numbers.
The bridges were closed, so the whole city was just hotboxing mesothelioma.
The whole city was basically like a dust cloud after like an hour or two.
And there's nothing to do about it.
You just got to breathe it in.
Can't go nowhere.
Guy shows up for his reservation at the restaurant and kicks the ground. Damn it.
Guess I ain't eating there today.
Son of a bitch.
That man's name? Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Tries to go get a hot dog from the little cart right block over. It's just covered in shit.
You seen his claims on 9/11?
Yeah.
He's like, I helped a little bit. I was there for a second.
I heard that he just went on to the roof of the building and just raised an American flag.
Dude, he probably was like...
He gave somebody money, though. He gave people money.
We win again.
He put a bid in for land right there.
We win again, boys. We win again.
He couldn't afford it, probably.
We're back at the top, tallest.
A lot of failures.
He can't afford that building.
We're back at the top. They're like, Donald,
tallest
you're
building.
still not the tallest. You're like the second tallest now.
That's better than last.
I can't see the tallest building from here.
I'm the tallest man.
So
He's not tall. He's like a dumpy fucking guy.
Dude, he's like 6'4".
Yeah, he's tall.
Is he tall?
Donald Trump would like dump you, man.
he'd flip you over,
He can't even pick up a glass of water with one
I want
hand
to
on
see
a
him
good
and
day.
Biden fight, dude.
You see that? You see me?
It's going to be on Joe
You
Rogan.
see him drinking
Yeah,
that?
Joe Rogan. Trump reached out and said he would do the Joe Rogan debate. I
Let's
saw a
see
thing
if,
about that.
He's going to get paid for that if he does that shit.
Let's see if Biden will respond.
Joe Rogan already said Biden he wouldn't be able to last that 3-hour debate.
Yeah,
like he
Biden's
would
be
just
like-
pass
he's be
out.
like, listen here, fat.
Can you imagine Joe Rogan like commentating like it's a UFC fight?
One orange orangutan over there doing that. Yeah.
He's like reacting to. He's like, whoa!
You know, he's just going to ask him. He's like, "What about weed? Can you legalize it?"
And he'll just pop a monster can, but turn the monster logo away from the camera. You don't know it's a little monster can.
Oh,
Is he a Monster Energy fan?
On UFC fights, he is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's who he's paid to be.
On this show, it's Bang.
he just,
Bang or McCaveman coffee.
somehow he slips DMT into their water.
I think the only thing he does it.
That would be a debate I would fucking pay to
Yeah.
watch.
The only thing he doesn't shill for is whiskey.
Yes.
Or he gets him a-
Trump slowly tearing off his shirt. while
gets
he's
him a-
looking at Biden.
He'd probably take his jacket off,
questions.
like sweat nipple rings on his white shirt.
He's got bloody nipples because he's been doing this the whole time during the debate.
Biden's like, you got to put Band-Aids over your nipples to win races.
He
And he
orders
takes
him
his
a
off, he's like,
pizza, like an extra mushroom pizza, but it's like actual shrooms.
Oh, man, that'd be bad.
They're all tripping balls.
Yeah. Damn it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, best debate ever.
Looking forward to it,
I hope it happens.
yeah.
or at least a debate.
They're supposed to have
Yeah.
3.
How am I supposed to know who to vote for if I don't even see them talk to each other?
I think what you do is you just chalk it up as who could possibly run the country the best.
But I don't know if they don't talk to each other.
They're both failures at kind of speaking.
Have co-presidents. There we go.
They should both be
That shit is-
presidents.
Yeah, I'll take co-president.
No, that does not work. No.
It's
I-
co. We have co-government.
Done before.
Actually, I like that. We have co-governments. We have Congress that's Democrat and Republican, basically half and half.
So how would the veto work? If one vetoes and one doesn't, then the veto passes?
it's an arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Every day they switch
Trump would
places.
win.
Between,
Then you got Biden pumping iron through the week so he can win the next one.
So by the end of Biden's first term and Trump's second term, Biden's got like a massive right arm. And he's just like,
but then
we're going to pass this healthcare bill, you fucking orange
we're
monkey.
gonna pass it. He's like
Fucking-
pulling his sleeve up. We're gonna pass
He's
it.
been
Joe
like-
Rogan commentates it.
He's a new
He went to his-
official commentator.
It's that special doctor that Michael Jackson had, but he's been giving him like T cells and pumping him full of
Yeah.
testosterone.
He's going down to Mexico to
Getting
get
him
dead
stem
babies
cells.
put in his butthole.
Fucking zygotes and shit.
Dan
shit, Mel
Bilzerian ass.
Jesus
Mel
Christ.
Gibson motherfucking ass.
I take my
just
dad
like-
down there. He's healthy. Fuck you, Mel
You
Gibson.
see Biden with this like veiny vascular arm, just like
Yeah, right. It'd be his legs. You show those puppies off.
you think he injected his dad's son's stem cells into him?
Shut up.
There's no stem cells in people. It's all in babies, Chris.
Oh,
people. Okay,
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not either. With that said, though, I will say rest in peace to anyone lost during 9/11 who's suffering from current medical conditions suffered during 9/11, family members that lost loved ones, firefighters, rescue, EMT, first responders.
You.
Sorry, rest in peace. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers are with you.
Never forget.
Yeah, we won't.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah. But hopefully the podcasts that talk about stuff like this that bring light to a dark, will hopefully pull you out of a dark place if you're in one.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, calling our historical inaccuracies.
I mean,
We were pretty spot on with everything.
Oh, yeah, Thomas, your story was 100% factually correct.
we hope we didn't. We hope that hopefully none of our comments turned you away and weren't offensive. We don't want to make 9/11.
It's all just in fun.
Yeah.
It's all in fun.
Yeah, we don't want to turn 9/11 into a joke. So that's not what we're.
You gotta laugh about it to kind of get through it. You know, It was a terrible thing.
Yeah, so we're bringing some facts, we're bringing some fiction, we're bringing some goofs and some gaffes to you. So,
We'll bring you to California, and you can.
what? Were we in California?
Nope. We're not going to California because. Nope.
So that's all I have to say about it. So, Chris, what do you have to say about this episode and the week to come?
The week to come.
Mm-hmm. Throw a curveball at you.
What's next week?
Well, what about your week?
Just say it. I don't know what.
I didn't know today was the 14th, so
okay.
yeah,
what do you
man.
got to say about this episode?
It was good, you know. Stay safe still. Wash your hands still, I guess,
Yeah,
because that's coming back apparently.
it will.
And
Double-demic.
start
Twindemic.
stocking up on some food because
Toilet paper.
Apparently, the fall's going to be bad.
What fall?
Our fall.
Toilet paper, boys.
Mhm.
Go ahead and start getting your toilet paper now.
I made a loom so that I can start spinning my own.
You could just wipe your hand with your ass,
Hey, Rumpelstiltskin.
wipe, and then wash your hand.
Jesus Christ. Use your arm hair for washable ass wipes.
I think he's onto something. That's the new Etsy thing to do is like sew your own shit.
Oh God.
Literally, that's what.
Sew your own shit.
Take a shit and sew it together. It's like
Or you sew in
human
your own-
shitipede.
What you got, Thomas? What do you
Right.
What do you got to say about this episode?
I'm glad that the Illuminati did not summon Satan.
Maybe they did.
He is among us.
He
right
walks
now.
invisibly.
He is among us. He supports the Democrats.
Hard. Maybe he's the puppet master that
Pretty bold statement.
Are you saying Satan wants to give me health care?
dance puppets, dance puppets.
He will penalize you if you don't have health care.
Yeah. All right,
Fuck
Alex. Alex, what do you got?
Whenever the White House chief of staff told George Bush about the plane hitting the tower for the first time, one of the teachers overheard Bush go, plane go brr.
Plane go boom boom.
Oh my God.
Plane goes,
Plane go burn. Is that what he said?
Is that what you said? He's in the plane.
So that was a game of that.
Oh, that makes me wonder how many people stopped doing the airplane thing to feed their children after 9/11.
Do you do
Well,
that to your
did they?
children?
Did you do that with? Would you have done that with a kid and then you push the kid down after you put food in their mouth?
Here comes the airplane, Here. And then you just like tip their high chair over.
Did you airplane?
You knock them
Did
out.
you airplane your kids?
I did not.
oh really?
Do your kids know what 9/11 was?
Not old enough.
I don't.
How'd you feed your kid? Just shove it in their mouth?
Eat.
Oh.
I was like,
Here's how Gaddafi
Nice.
died.
well, I didn't like shove it in their face. I was just,
They go like, here comes a train.
I didn't do that dumb shit. No.
Here comes a
I
Gaddafi
How's it
knife.
dumb to a kid?
I treated them like they were people. I mean, they're a fucking baby. They don't know what the fuck I'm saying. So I just.
Alrighty. This kind of guy says, silence!
God damn.
All right, so we're gonna just say
Silence
rest
at
in
the dinner
peace,
table.
9/11. Rest in peace, to
Or if
everyone's
they're hungry,
ears.
they're going to eat. God, now I feel like I'm deaf.
Yeah.
Did I die?
Gaddafi knife with peas.
So I
I
wanted to
apologize for blowing out everybody's eardrums.
So what the teacher heard, she turned into a game of telephone.
Yeah.
So who knows what was really said, but what she heard.
Plane goes boom, boom, boom.
Now it's changed. So this telephone game is amazing. So, yeah. All right. So, right.
Nice.
Like,
yeah. Cool.
That must be where that boom 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 song was wrote. There's lyrics from that.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
They telephoned it all the way to that.
So you're saying Black Eyed Peas heard George Bush
It was a
from
game of
Florida.
telephone from
It's
Florida.
like, we're going to make our best 9/11 song ever.
And
It's
then
like,
boom boom boom. We got that boom boom boom.
I mean, well, I am to say you can't kill him.
is he still alive? I haven't heard anything
yeah, he
about
is
him.
still alive, yeah.
I can't tell the difference between him or Wyclef John. It's not because they're both black either. They both look similar.
I didn't know there were.
Anyway.
So I will say, if you have anything interesting that you want to share with us about 9/11, reach out to us. Thomas is going to give you our email.
Yeah. Or anything.
Yeah, reach out to us through Instagram. Reach out to us through Facebook. But let us know if you've got something interesting to share with us. What I really want is questions. If you have a strange question you want us to answer, we're compiling questions now so we can do an episode with questions. So reach out to us with any of your questions that you have. It can be sexual. It can be something that you grew up with that you are concerned about. Maybe there's a growth on your body.
It could be a question for us, like maybe something you want to know about us, an event,
I'm an open book.
anything.
Yeah.
Ask us why we didn't talk about 11/9.
About what?
11/9.
Oh, you're saying
November 9th?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I guess.
that's the counterterrorism day.
yeah.
Oh, the Darkanati.
Yeah, so we
Oh,
love.
no, I saw one that said the Be Dark and Naughty. Be Dark and
Be Dark and Naughty.
Be Dark and Naughty.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Sounds a little spices it up a little bit, so just being
Darkanati.
yeah, it sounds racist.
So if you have any, we love reviews. We love to know what we're doing good and what we're doing bad. If you
Yeah.
hate it, give us a review. If you love it, give us a review. Just say something to us. We love to hear from you. We love feedback.
Yep.
Find us on, Thomas, hit them with everything you got.
So if you're really enjoying our show, make sure to search TACT Lab. We're on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're also on YouTube. You can support us at patreon.com/TACTLab. We have a couple of incentives and stuff, a little bit of extra content over there. Go check it out. Make sure if you're on Instagram, leave us a comment. If you're on Apple or anything that you can, leave us feedback, rate us, review us. It doesn't matter. You can also reach us at tactlabpod@gmail.com. That's TACTLABPOD @gmail.com.